Hello there, Kingless here from the Nazgul Armory, and today I'm going to be explaining about a little bit about the arm harness. Oh, it's heavy. Arm harness in terms of the Nazgul outfit. So once again, it is pretty much similar based on an actual historical evidence finding. This one right here is a mid-16th century reproduction of an Italian armor. But of course, the Nazgul is a late 15th century German armor, but by and large, they're pretty much the same. So, before I get into the arm harness, we have to see how an actual real arm really behaves. First, we're gonna have the upper cannon. Now, this upper cannon right here is gonna be formed from an entirely full piece, but that's okay, for our purposes, it's gonna work just fine. And the Nazgul one is gonna consist of the back piece of 3 pieces, and then front piece that has also 3 pieces. I'm gonna explain why. And next, we're gonna have a cutter. A cutter is gonna be the elbow guard, the elbow defense, which we have, of course, the front plate, which in Nazgul, for some reason, they don't have, but that's okay. But then they also have the back cutter, which is the elbow part. And then, very carefully, we have to realize the elbow part has a lower piece, so that's the arm, then brace, and that's a bicep, the lower part and the upper part. This is because if you bend your arm, you don't create weird gaps. And then we have the lower cannon, which is the van brace. So, let me explain a few things. Now, if we were to look at the Nazgul page right here, we're gonna see exactly L1, L2, L1, LB, L1B, L2, L2B. Now what this means is that as L1 is going to be for the front, L number 1 right here in the front, and what we have is that L1B. L1B really means, well, L1B back part. Simple enough, right? So keep carry on. And then next we have L2, L2B. Well, what is it? L2, L2B. So once again, L1, L1B. L2, L2B. Now, what's the next one? I hope I'm not stupid before. L3, L3B. We'll see. Okay, yeah, L3, L3B. Okay, I'm not that stupid, Lisa. Now, we have going to be the front part of L1, LB, so on and so forth. Now we're going to move on to the cutter. The cutter, which is the elbow defense, is going to have 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 piece. There's a little triangle right here. See? Okay, so once again, let's go back. Elbow, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1B, 2, 2B, 3, 3B, and then we're getting into the cutter. Cutter is going to be 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 piece, and 4 pieces right here. So that's how it forms the cutter. You see right there? I'm trying to get some more shots right here. Okay, so now what we get is that I actually name it, so that we have the cutter pieces. Now we have L4, which is the top piece of the cutter, L5 cutter, L6 that goes into the bottom of L5, and then L7, which goes on to the very bottom of all of these things. So once again, L4 cutter, L5 cutter, L6, and L7. Now what do we get? Well, we get these parts. So these are the biceps. Now we're gonna negate that, so we're gonna have this part. L4, L5, L6, you notice that L6 is only attached to the L5, right? L7 is attached to L5 only at these hinges. And so L5 is connected to L4 only at these 2 hinges. So you see that? You see the movement? L4, L5, L6, that does not move, it's stuck to L5, L7. Now, moving on forward. Now what do we get onto? Well, we're gonna get onto the next part in terms of a lot of this page. Now this page is gonna say the Nazgul lower cannon and gauntlet. Well, gauntlet, we're not gonna forget about that in a bit. That's gonna be the next video. So what do we have here? We have, of course, pieces of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 on the top, and then on the bottom we have 3 pieces. So if we look at the van brace, we're gonna see that following the order. So we have all these 4, 5, 6, 7. Now what does it mean? 4, 5, 6, 7, well, obviously 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then so on and so forth. So then we have number 8 and number 8B. So what does it mean? We have number 8 and number 8B for bottom, right? Now, sometimes I say B as bottom and back. Sorry about that, that's my bad. That's why I'm making this video to help out. So number 9 and number 9B. So it means number 9, number 9B. So 8, 9, 8B, 9B. Falling forward, we have 10 and 10B. Now we're gonna notice that after 10 and 10B, 11 have no B because it's 8, 9, 10. So that's 8B, 9B, 10B. 10 is the last part, so meaning number 11 and 12, there's no B part because you have to flex your arm. If you have the bottom part, you can if you want more defense, but I don't think you can really move your arm too much. So then we're gonna move on to 11, 12, and 13. What does it mean? 11, 12, 13 is the very, very lowest part. The lowest part is when our gauntlet sits over. So this is the smallest part. You wanna make this part first, ironically, in the 13, as tight as your arm as possible. You want to be super, super, super mega tight because this is the foundation core of your pieces. You want to make this and then you want to make everything else around it. Now, you're going to notice something very, very interesting. You may see that, one more time, I'm going to show you something really interesting. And that is actually a part that happens on the number bicep part, which is going to be number 1, 2, 3, it should be number 3. And so we look at number 3. So let's go for number 3B is what we're looking at. So you see how number 3B, there's 2 holes here. Now the reason why number 3B has 2 holes in the back, but as I mentioned, number 3B only attached to number 4 as a singular pivot. Then why do I need 2 holes for a singular pivot? Because there's technically on my drawing, I have 2 holes here, 2 holes here. It's because in case if I'm going to take my arm off, if you need to move the cutter closer or lower, depending on your arm, okay? Some people's elbow is a little bit bigger, you have to be careful, is that you can use that as an adjustment point. Make both of these holes and then you can play around with the split pins, see which is more comfortable for you. So from there, I really hope this helps in terms of how do you really formulate this Nazgul arm harnesses. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you again for watching this video, and there will be other parts as well. What is it? With that, I hope that really helps to answer a lot of the unanswered questions that I haven't had in the text format, so that I really hope this video do help. I am going to be posting more parts about all the other different pieces as well as you need. But once again, you have to ask for it. As soon as I ask for it, I know exactly what video to make. And once again, it's Kingless here from the One Punch Armory. And I am absolutely happy to help as much as I can so that your cosplay journey is as successful and smoothly as possible. See ya!